Please. So today's the final of the 3 free workshops I've been doing about manifesting. So the first, we focused on beliefs and how your beliefs have a huge part to play. In fact, really like the biggest part. The second focused on your mindset, and both of those you can watch the replays in the group. If you can't find them, just let me know and I'll send you the links. And then today is all about action. So often when it comes to manifesting, I always get an itchy nose when I'm talking. That's always a good sign. When it comes to manifesting, and if you're hopping on, say hello. If you're watching on replay, hashtag replay. It's old school now, isn't it? I'm just thinking that's a long time. Yeah, I know, it's always itchy. Sign Spirit is working with you. So when it comes to manifesting, often it can be a belief. There's this belief that all you need to do is think. Think and imagine, like think, create a vision board, and then that's it. And I mean, hi Amanda, you don't have to, hi Anita, you don't even have to create a vision board. I mean, that's down to you. That's not something that I do that often, actually. But there's this belief that thinking is enough and that you don't necessarily need to take any action or do any more than just have a thought. That's why mindset is really key as well, because mindset is like one step beyond just having the thought. It's the thoughts that support that, and then the beliefs that come into that, and all of these elements that come together to make your manifesting successful or not. Hi Grace. So it's about you being able to recognize that you're a big part to play. Now, it is a relationship between you and the universe to be able to manifest. So you're working alongside the universe to manifest, right? So you're not doing it all on your own, but equally the universe isn't doing it all on its own either. You need to play your part. So you need to be focused on your intention, having positive thoughts, having the mindset that fuels the potential for manifesting and opening up your desires to step into your life effectively. And you also need to be taking the actions, because I found with a lot of initial readings and discovery, I suppose, into the world of manifesting, that there wasn't that much conversation about action. And there's a difference between taking actions just for action's sake and inspired actions. So inspired actions are things that make you feel really, really good, really in flow with who you are, and really in alignment with your end goal. Actions, just doing stuff for the sake of it, could be, I need to do this, this and this. So not to cuss a vision board in the slightest. If that's how you like to do it, then cool. But for me, for example, it's not something that feels aligned to me. I do them on rare occasions. So I could think, I need to, so-and-so says do a vision board, and so-and-so says does this, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So all these things I need to do, so I need to go and do them. But if they're not really aligning to me, they're not going to be having the impact that I want them to have. They're not going to be creating a stronger relationship between me and the universe, and then opening up the channels for the things that I want to step forward in my life and us to align. It is about knowing yourself, and I think that is why manifesting can be such a hard thing for people, because actually it's a real big emotional mirror. It's very much about discovering who you are, what you stand for, what your fundamental beliefs and thoughts are, how you go about dealing with challenges that come up in life, and then the steps that you take. And so we can sometimes get caught out because actually we end up finding out so much about ourselves, and not in a way that we might expect, that then we have to do the work on that, and the manifesting focus gets taken out because we've realised that actually we're a really negative thinker, and that's really holding us back, because everything that we want, we're just putting up all these barriers in place because we just don't think we're going to get them. So I find that in conversation over the many years I've been teaching about this now, that is a real common tripping point. But the action is really big as well, like I say, because it is about having the thoughts, having the beliefs, having the mindset and the connection to the universe, and then taking the actions. So say, for example, and I've used this example before, you want to win the lottery. I'm not saying this should be your manifesting desire, but this is a really good, clear example if you understand what I mean. So you're thinking, I never win the lottery. Like, I never ever win it. Like, why does everyone else always win the jackpot? Why am I so unlucky? I never win it. It's so unfair. I always fail, da 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 da. But you haven't bought a lottery ticket. Like, you can't just think about it, think how you'd spend all the money, but then not take the action. So it's similar. I just want to give you that visual that, oh, okay, I get what you mean. So it's about taking those actions that are relevant to what you want, in alignment with who you are, to get you on the path. Now, the universe will do most of the work. You just need to be like the supportive cheerleader, as in you set the definition of what you want, you have the supportive thoughts, you work on yourself to create supportive beliefs so that your mindset is on point. And then you take those inspired actions as they come up. And you'll get things that come up. So it might be, okay, I really want a promotion in my job. Yeah. So you're thinking about it, you're imagining how it'll be to be in that job, the roles that you'll have, how you'll do it really well, the ways you'll spend that extra cash. Maybe it will mean you can go on a holiday this year, where you might go, what that will feel like. It's all about getting into the fields with manifesting as well. So you do all those things. You still need to make sure that you've done the training you might need for that promotion. You've done the application that you need to do to be in with a chance to get that promotion. You need to, I don't know, network in certain ways to get a promotion, whatever the things are. You have to be taking the actions as well. And it can all just seem a bit like, oh my God, I don't even know where to start. Like, I really want to start a business or find a romantic partner, but I've had so many experiences of partners letting me down and breaking my heart that I just don't even know if I'm there yet. And so there's a lot of internal work to do before you get to that point of meeting someone. But in that process, you allow yourself to realise, okay, actually, what's really important to me is being able to talk to someone about anything, or being able to laugh with them. Just look at them and they know what I'm thinking and we're going to laugh. So it's about recognising what's important to you and then working in that process. Again, if you want to meet someone, even with online dating, you can't expect to always be in your house, in your bubble, never meeting new people, and then just meet someone. That you could argue that, but the universe should provide it. They should just find someone and plonk them in my pathway because the universe is meant to be working with me. Okay, but you have to give a bit too. It's like any relationship, yeah? Think about your best friend or your mum or your sister or your work colleague, anyone that's important to you. You're not going to expect them to listen to all your woes, give you advice, give you support, give you that emotional nurturance that you want, and not give that back. So it is you and the universe coming together. And I think this is the key thing that gets lost in this. The whole manifesting means that it's an easy win. Everyone always wants something really quickly and really easy, right? And that's human nature too. But it's taking away our ability, our accountability, our empowerment in being part of the process. So you will naturally get signals that tell you, right, do this. And I use this example a lot. And you might just be thinking one day, oh, I really want to get to work really like easily without getting caught out in traffic. And you might have a normal route to work. Well, you no doubt will. And whilst you're driving, something tells you, you know what, let me go this way instead. And it's not a normal route. And it might be one that you're not really sure of and you don't know as well. But you take it and you find that you get to work really straightforward. But people that have taken the other route get caught up in some big traffic jam. It's those little things. It's those little ways of the universe going, hey, you know what, do this. It's a little shortcut. And as human beings, we're not necessarily all for shortcuts. We like to do things the long, hard way. Go, no, let me do it this way because that can't be right. Where could that thought come from? That must just be me going crazy and coming up with ideas in my head. It doesn't need to be that difficult. Sometimes it's about making things really, really simple, reining it back and going, actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll listen to that. And that is what I mean when it's about being in alignment with yourself, with the universe. And then those actions will become really evident to you and easy to take. And it's not, when I say actions, it's not like you've got to learn how to ride a horse and you've never got on a horse before, or you've got to trek up a mountain and you don't even like going for a walk. It's not got to be something that's completely against the grain. That's not going to work anyway, is it? If manifesting is all about alignment and connection, that is not going to work. It is about you being able to take those actions that are going to get you to the place that you want to get to in alignment with yourself and your relationship with the universe and the journey. And like I said, it can be hard to find what those are at first if you're kind of out of alignment, you don't know where you're going, you've tried manifesting and ain't worked, or you've heard so many things. You know what, I had this conversation with someone that has got nothing to do with my work. I was in a completely indifferent environment, and she was pregnant, very heavily pregnant, just about to pop. And we were chatting about that, and she was saying how nervous she was. And, you know, I was saying, you'll be fine. Your body's made to do this, right? And all the stuff. And manifesting came up in conversation. And then she was like, oh, what is it that you do? And so I told her. And she was like, oh. And she's like, I've read so many books, but it's so confusing. There's so many things to learn. Like, there's so many things to do. I start and then life takes over and I don't finish it. I know. That is why I created the Manifesting Challenge, which starts tomorrow. It's 31 days, one very small actionable step per day for you to understand the process of manifesting, for you to have access, lifetime access to it, to come back to at any point, to go through it whenever you want to focus your intention on manifesting something. So the first 31 days is going to be like a little trial. You're going to focus your intention on one thing that you want, and I'm going to teach you how to figure that out and be specific enough, but not restrictive in that. And then we're going to work on the doubts that come up when you think about that one thing that you want and how to overcome those. And then the thoughts that you need to support that, and the mindset that is going to encourage it, and then the actions that are going to come forward. And obviously all of you are going to be manifesting different things. So I'm not going to know what you're manifesting, but there are steps to take to make this easier for you. So it's not overwhelming. So you don't get frustrated because it doesn't work how you expect it to. You can still join the Manifesting Challenge. It is £22 and 22p. I'll put the link in the comments. We start tomorrow. So if you would like to, by all means, click on that link. If you've got any questions about it, let me know. If you're just exploring manifesting, go back and watch the videos if you haven't yet, about beliefs, about mindset, and then now about actions. Think about those three things. Think about those in your day-to-day life and listen out for the signals. It'll be some random thing comes up. When anyone says to me, oh, this random thing happened, but I don't think it's related. And I'm like, no, tell me the random thing, because that's definitely related. It'll be a random thing like going a different route or doing something you've never done before. And you think, where the hell did that come from? Follow those little signals. They're all little nuggets from the universe to go, you know what? I know what you want. So try this, because this is going to be really good for you. And you'll be surprised. So lovely. Thank you for joining me. Like I say, if you're watching on replay, #replay. If you've got any questions about manifesting in general, drop them in the comments. I'll put the link to the Manifesting Challenge for those of you that haven't joined us in the comments. Like I say, it's £22, 22p for the 31-day process. Ladies that have already joined, I cannot wait to start. We start tomorrow. The first video will come out at 11:11 tomorrow morning. And I will speak to you all very soon.